Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Krystal, and we are about to get down on part 2 of Dogs Gone Wild Christmas edition. Yeah, definitely Christmas edition. I'm going to insert a photograph. Actually, hold on, let me make sure I still have it. I had to make sure I hadn't deleted it. Okay. I will be inserting a photograph whenever I get to this point of the story so you can see exactly what I'm speaking of, okay? So to recap in part 1, if you didn't watch it, I will put it up here for you guys so you can click up here in the little eye and go to it, because, I mean, you can watch this one standalone. I mean, it's still a funny story, but if you want to hear another, it's up there. Anyways, so in the first one, I talked about how Gus made it snow in my living room and gave me a white Christmas that I didn't ask for. Okay, so in this one, this is the next night after the coconut snow. Okay, this is the next night. This is Christmas Eve that this happened. Okay, so we do Elf on the Shelf in our house. All right, our elf, his name is Buddy, okay? And, poor Buddy, he was lazy this year, but he showed up, and he showed out a little bit. And Max loves looking for Buddy. Normally, once he gets home from school, when he got home from school, he'd be like, "Where's Buddy?" So, anyways, he had stayed the night with Grandma. So, obviously, Buddy didn't do a whole lot because the kids were gone. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm like nervous that he's like outside the door and he's gonna hear me telling the story. Please, please Lord, let him stay downstairs. Anyways, so I'd been over at my mom's again. I think I had just got done. Yes, I had just got done running errands for my mom all day. Kohl's, Ulta, Bath and Body Works, Target, Kroger, all this stuff, last minute errands, getting the last minute things that we needed to wrap up, Christmas shopping and, getting all the food for the weekend, yada, yada, yada. So I had been gone for hours, and I left the store and I went to my house to drop off some things and check on the dogs, let them out, let them go potty. And Gus had been good. He had been good. He had not messed with anything. And since the night before he had made it snow in my living room and all over my furniture and everything, I was like, good boy. Well, like a ding-a-ling, oh, no. So my mom had told me that his new kennel was supposed to be in that day. So where I had the girls' kennels, their crates, his would not fit in that area. So I moved the girls' crates to a different spot in the playroom because it's huge and it has enough room for the crates and tons of toys. So no big deal. So I moved their crates in the play area. So whenever I got his crate from my mom's house, I would be able to put that in there with the girls, and they would all be together, because I'm not going to lock them up in separate areas of the house. Like, that's just weird, and I want them to be beside each other. If they're going to be in their crates, I want them to at least be next to each other. So I had made a space for his crate and all that, and since he had been good while I was at the store and everything, I didn't close the double doors that I had been closing and keeping him contained to the living room and the kitchen, because the girls were in the play area and I wanted him to be able to get to his sisters, because he normally lays in his dog bed by the girls' crates. That's what he normally does. So I checked on them, I fed them, I let them go run around, I let them go potty, I let them do their thing. I stayed in the house for a little bit. They were doing their thing, and I knew that Max was going to be coming back with me, so I took Buddy and I set up, okay, on the dining room table where Gus could reach. He has never messed with Buddy. Not one time. Buddy has done stuff on the floor. He has been on the floor. He has been in so many different locations. He's never messed with Buddy. So I never in a million years thought that he would do it. So I lock up the girls. I tell Gus to lay down on his dog bed. I give him a dog toy to chew on. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to run to grandma's. And I had to get Christmas presents and stuff loaded up to bring over to my house. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to grandma's. I'm going to be right back in probably like 30 minutes, guys. No big deal. Love y'all. I leave because I'm that person that has to tell my dogs I love them and give them kisses and tell them bye and mommy will be back and all that stuff. Like, I'm a weirdo and I have to do that. So anyways, I get in the car. I go over to mom's and I'm loading up his kennel, his new kennel. Sophia got a new desk for Christmas, so loaded up the desk. Mom helped me get everything in the back of the car. We loaded up all the wrapped Christmas presents into my mom's car, loaded up some things in my car, and I was like, okay, I had to fold down my 2 back seats. I was like, I can't get the kids to my house with it like this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stuff to my house, unload it. I'm going to come back for the kids. They're going to get baths. Mom was going to take a shower, all that stuff, and then she was going to pack up her stuff and come over to my house. So I load up everything. It's loaded up. I get in the car. I head to my house. And the first thing I did was open the back end of my car and get the crate and the desk out, which was a pain in the butt by myself, but I did it. I got them out and I leaned them up against the side of the garage, and then I come inside. And when I come inside, I see something on the floor, and I'm like, what is that? That's weird. What is that? That doesn't look like something that needs to be in the floor. It was Buddy. It was Buddy. This is what he looked like. I'm showing it to you right now. Right here. Right here. This is what he looked like. He had no face. Gus had eaten his face off. Why the face? Nothing else was disturbed but the face. I had pieces. Pieces of face. That's all I had. So then I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to find one of these at the store. I don't care if I go to every Walmart and Target in the Shreveport-Bossier area. I can guarantee you there are none on the shelves. I had already been at Target and walked through the Christmas aisles. There were none there. I already knew there were none there. I had not even seen any at Walmart. I don't even know if Walmart has them. And I was like, I can't. There is no time. There is no time. It is Christmas Eve. He couldn't just give me a day. Okay? So then I'm like, well, I had to trash. Could you imagine how terrifying it would be to no face? No face. Merry Christmas. No face. So he had to go early to the North Pole because God rest his soul, he is no longer with us. R.I.P. Buddy. The dog ate his face. I want to know if anybody else has ever had this happen because apparently dogs eating the elf on a shelf is a big thing. I have seen many people that were like, no, we had to super glue it back together, all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how you did that because I am not a plastic surgeon. And that is what he would have needed to get his face back in one piece. Half of the pieces, I think, were inside of Gus's body. He ate them. So, yeah. So not only did he make it snow in my living room one night, the next night, he murdered an elf. That poor toy. That poor elf on a shelf. Yeah. So, that was my Christmas Eve. I sent the picture. No, I didn't send it to my mom because I didn't want her to have the kids beside her when she looked at it. So I got to her house and I was like, I got to show you something. And so I showed my phone to her and she was like, oh, just now? And I was like, yes. Yeah. So that was Christmas Eve. I've never had that happen. And I'm just baffled at the fact that happened. We have another elf. It's the stuffed one, but it is in our tree, and it's always been in our tree as like decoration. So I was like, I can't use this because they're going to be like, why is that all of a sudden, buddy? Like, what? And the other one's a girl anyway. So, yeah. Yes. Next year, we will have to purchase a new one. Don't ever start it. If you haven't started it, don't. Don't do it. If you have a newborn, if you are pregnant and someone gets you one, you ask for a gift receipt, you take it back to the store, and you don't do it. Don't do it. Do not commit yourself to that. It is a years-long commitment, okay? Years long. I've been doing this. I have been doing it for 10 years. I started doing it when Sophia was a baby. 10 years. Sophia doesn't, she knows that it's not real, but I have Max and he does not. So, 10 years I have been doing this. Don't ever start it. Okay? You've been forewarned. If you do it, then if you do start it, I suggest you buy the kits. You buy the kits, they're pricey. But buy the big kits and they have every single night for you, and all you have to do is grab something out, have it do it, and it has the setup and everything. You don't have to put in any brain power. All you have to do is stay up late, because that's my thing. It's like, go to bed. Go to sleep. Close your eyes. Don't come down here. You know what I mean? And it always seems like every time I'm trying to do something, here comes down the stairs, and I'm like trying to keep them from seeing what I'm doing. And it's like, what are you doing? And it's like, none of your business. Why aren't you in bed? Go to sleep. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I'm just forewarning you now. Hope you enjoyed this story. If you haven't subscribed, please do that before you go. Also, you can check out my links in the description box to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And thank you for joining me for part 2 of Dogs Gone Wild. Less dogs, more dog. But I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, that didn't work. I forget. Batteries are dead.